Hello, welcome to this week's full body yoga practice with me. My name's Jess. For today's mixed levels Vinyasa flow, we're going to be starting laying on our backs. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I'll see you there. Okay, starting laying on our backs. Take your time when you get there. Extend the legs out long. And the arms, palms facing up. Take the feet wide. If you need any additional props, maybe you'd like to place a bolster or some cushions under your knees or a rolled up blanket. Anything like that. Just take some time here to deepen your breath. Land here in this practice. Maybe close your eyes. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Elongating your inhales and your exhales. Nice smooth long breaths in and out. Maybe you'd like to use this time to set an intention for your practice or for the week ahead. Take 3 more breaths here. Slowly start to wiggle the fingertips and the toes. Maybe roll the head from side to side. Just a couple of times. A nice massage on the back of the head. Take your hands and place your palms over your eyes. Lift the elbows. Allow the warmth of your hands to press into your face, into the cheekbones, into the brow bone. Inhale deeply here. Exhale. Press your fingertips into your hairline. Maybe massage the hairline a little bit if that feels good. And then slowly allow the hands to slide to the sides of the head. And just hold your head in your hands, pressing the fingertips into the skull. Keep the eyes closed. Feel that gentle pressure on the temples. Maybe draw some circles with the heels of the hands and the temples if that feels good. Again, optional, don't have to. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release your hands and slide the hands back down by your sides. Pause here for a breath. Notice how you feel. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we're going to shift our hips over to the left side of the mat. So shift the hips over to the left. And then you want to place both feet in the bottom right hand corner. Reach the hands up and overhead and reach them to the top right corner. So you're in this banana shape here. A nice side body stretch all down the left hand side. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale. Option to cross the left foot over the right. This will extend the stretch a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for one more. Breathing into the rib cage. Slow and steady we release. Release the hands, re-shift, and come onto the other side of the mat. So hips shift to the right side of the mat. Extend the legs out to the bottom left side of the mat. And then reach your hands up and overhead to the top left hand corner of the mat. Inhale deeply here. Exhale. Option to cross the right leg over the left. Again, optional, don't have to. Inhale. Open the mouth, sigh out. Take one more breath here. Slow and steady release. Uncross the legs and shift back into the center of the mat. When you get there, pull the knees into the chest and just give yourself a hug. Wrap your arms around your shins and rock gently from side to side. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. Feel that nice massage on the lower back. Breathing deep. And then slide the hands to the back of the thighs and let's rock and roll up to a seat. So take a few rocks up the spine before you get there. Waking up the spine here, warming up the muscles. One more. And then when you get to the top, crossing at the ankles, let's come forward onto all fours. So reshuffling yourself so that you're central on the mat. Coming into your tabletop position, so hands under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. When you're ready, let's flow through our cat-cows. So inhaling to arch the lower back, open the chest, look forward, big breath in here for your cow pose. And then as you exhale, rounding through the upper back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, gaze to your navel, cat pose. Inhaling back to your cow, look forward, lift the hips. Exhale, cat pose. Take it away on your own. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Option 2, find some additional movement if you like. Maybe bumping the hips from side to side. Maybe finding some spinal waves. Maybe drawing circles with the torso, maybe circling the neck. Find whatever feels right, whatever feels good in this moment for you. It's very much your practice. Next time you're in cat pose, so when your upper back is rounding through, we're going to slowly tuck the toes under and lift the knees off the mat. Let them hover about an inch off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Hold for 5. Breathing deep for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the knees back down to the mat. Nice. Drop your belly, inhale to look forward for your cow pose. Exhale to round through to your cat. Nice. From here we're going to head into our downward facing dog. So walk the hands forward, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Go into your downward facing dog. Inhale here, lifting the hips, a generous bend in the knees. And slowly walk it out, pressing one heel down and then the other. Breathing deep as you do. Pressing your fingertips into the mat, take the weight out of your wrists. Maybe tick-tock the hips from side to side. Whatever feels good, whatever you need. Finding stillness in your dog here just for a breath. So take the feet hip width apart, a slight bend in the knees, deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. To release. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to press our right heel into the earth and lift the left leg up for your three-legged dog. Bend your knee and stack the hips, squeezing the left heel into the left glute. So try your best to keep your shoulders square, gazes down towards your right foot. Inhale deeply here. Exhale to release, squeezing that glute. Inhale. And then as you breathe out, we're going to bring the left knee in, squeeze it in towards the right elbow. Left knee comes to right elbow. Inhale to kick that leg all the way back up and over into your three-legged dog. Exhale. Swing it through and across. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale, one last time here. Kick that leg up. Exhale. Left knee to right elbow. Squeeze it in. And then from here, we're going to extend the left leg all the way out to the right hand side, coming into our fallen star. Right hand lift, spiral the chest up towards the sky. Inhale to lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to reach with your right hand. Inhale here. Exhale. Right hand comes back down to meet the left, and then pull the left knee in and place it underneath your hip. Nice. Right foot steps forward, coming into our low lunge. So you can walk your left knee back in your low lunge. So right foot is forward. Inhale here. Exhale. Lift the torso. You can rest your hands on your knee just for a breath. Inhale to settle in. Exhale. From here, we're going to find a twist. So turning to the right side of the mat, we're going to reach the right hand all the way back towards the back of the mat. And you can use your left hand to really actively twist your torso and keep that right knee pulled in. Inhale here. Exhale. Option to bind the right hand behind the lower back if you like. It is optional. Or you can reach towards the back of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Relax the shoulders down. Slow and steady. Turn your torso back to the top of the mat. Both hands come down to frame the right foot. And take your right hand onto the inside of the right foot. We're going to shuffle our right foot to the outer edge of the mat so that your toes are hanging off the edge of the mat. Pick up the back knee. So curl your back toes under, pick the back knee up. Sending your weight into your left hand, we're going to turn the torso to the right. Find your horizon lunge. So reach the right hand towards the back of the mat. We're allowing our right knee to splay open and we're on the outer edge of our left foot, reaching the right hand back, pressing into the left hand and out of that shoulder. So careful you're not slumping into your shoulder. We're lifting up and out. Inhale as you reach to the back of the mat. Exhale. Feel that generous stretch in your right hip. Stay for one more breath. Slow and steady. We come back to the top of the mat. Both hands plant. And we want to shuffle our right foot back to the center of the mat. Both hands frame the right foot and we're going to jump the left foot in to find our pyramid pose. So you want both feet facing towards the top of the mat with a slightly smaller gap this time, with a gentle bend in that right knee. Inhale to find a flat back here just for a breath. And then as you breathe out, we slowly fold, crown of the head down towards the earth. For your pyramid pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. You can close your eyes here if you like. Stay for one more breath. Lift the forehead, take your gaze back to the top of the mat. We're going to send our weight again back into the right hand as we twist, spiral open to the right hand side. Right hand lifts. Find your twisted pyramid. Inhale to reach the right hand up. Exhale. Options to stay here, or maybe you want to slowly lift, coming onto the toes of the left foot. Maybe we float the left foot and come into our revolved half moon. Optional, of course. You can keep your toes on the mat if you'd prefer. Inhale wherever you are. Exhale. Stay for one more breath. Slow and steady. Lower the back foot down if it was lifted. Both hands come back down to the mat, and we step the right foot back, coming into our plank pose. So plank pose with knees up, or you can lower them down for your half plank. Wherever you are, breathe deep. Inhale. Exhale, we lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to press your hands into the mat, lift up for your cobra pose. Exhale, forehead comes to the mat. From here, we press back to our downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. When you get there, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. One more breath just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Sigh it out. Nice. We're going to press our left heel into the earth and lift the right leg. Right leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Squeeze the right heel into the right glute. Fine stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee comes all the way through to left elbow. Cross it over. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Right knee to right elbow. Right knee to left elbow, excuse me. Inhale, lift the knee up and back. And then exhale, coming all the way through. Last time here. And then when you're ready, extending the right leg all the way out to the left. We spiral open into our fallen star. Left hand lift. Spiral the chest open. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for one more breath. Slowly, both hands come back to the top of the mat, and we bring the right knee in, place it underneath the right hip on the mat. Step the left foot all the way to the top, and we find our low lunge on the other side. So left foot is forward, right foot is back this time for your low lunge. Inhale to lift the torso, and you can rest your hands on your knee. Inhale, pause here. Let's find our twist. So when you're ready, we turn to the left side of the mat. You can use your right hand to actively twist the torso and reach the left hand to the back of the mat. You can take your gaze to your left hand. Inhale here. Option to bind the left hand around the lower back if you prefer. Whichever option you feel more comfortable with today. Breathing deep. Relax the shoulders down. Stay for one more breath. Slow and steady, we unravel. Both hands come back to the mat. We take our left hand to the inside of the left foot and we shuffle the left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Pick up the back knee and we find our horizon lunge. So sending the weight into your right hand this time, we twist to the left and reach the left hand back. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing out of that right shoulder. Squeezing all 5 fingers into the mat, take the weight off the wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Slow and steady, let's release, coming all the way back to the top. Let's find our pyramid pose. Shuffle the left foot back to the center of the mat and we jump the back foot in, finding our pyramid pose. Inhale, let's find our halfway lift. So a nice flat back as you inhale. And then as you breathe out, slow and steady, we bow the head down Coming into a fold here. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Completely. Stay for 2 more breaths. From here, slowly lift the forehead. And we plant the right hand down on the mat. And we twist to the left, opening out, left hand lifts. Find your revolved pyramid. Inhale to take the gaze up. Exhale. Again, option to stay here. If you'd like to find more of a challenge, you can slowly start to float the back foot, maybe lift the right leg, coming into your revolved half moon. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Stay for 1 more breath here. Exhale. If the back foot was lifted, slowly float the toes back down. Both hands come to the mat and we step the left foot back to meet the right, coming into your plank pose. Option to take a vinyasa here. Maybe you'd prefer to take some cat-cows, or you can just find child's pose for a breath. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. When you're ready, we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Wherever you are, if you're in child's pose, come into your downward facing dog. And when you're ready, we're going to press the left heel into the earth and lift the right leg, coming into our 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee and squeeze it in, right knee to right elbow. Exhale to set the right knee down by the right wrist. We're going to go into our pigeon pose. So you might want to pull the right ankle in slightly, and then come onto the top of the left thigh, finding our pigeon pose. So take a moment to get yourself situated, rolling again onto the top of the left thigh. Inhale to lift the chest and look forward. Exhale. Option to stay here, lifted, or we can come down to the elbows. Bringing the torso forwards, intensifying the stretch. And that's up to you. Maybe you need some additional props. Perhaps that's a rolled up blanket under the hip if you need it, or a cushion. Inhale here. Exhale. Again, and you can stay here, or maybe you can open the elbows wide and rest the forehead down. For your sleeping pigeon, we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Slowly, when you're ready, lift your forehead and come all the way back upright. Pick up the back knee and lift the hips back into your downward facing dog. Shake it out, send the hips, rock the hips from side to side. And then pressing the right heel down into the earth, we lift the right leg lifts, 3-legged dog on the left side. Exhale to bend the left knee and squeeze it in, left knee to left elbow. Slowly lower the left knee by the left wrist and walk the right leg back, coming into our pigeon on the other side. Take your time getting there. And then when you're ready, we slowly lift the chest to look forward. Inhale. Exhale. You can stay here in this upright position, or you can come down to the elbows. Or maybe you'd prefer to open the elbows wide and take your sleeping pigeon. Rest the forehead down. Choose your level. And we stay here for 5 breaths. Slowly lift the forehead and press yourself back upright. Pop your weight onto your left hip and swing the right leg round. Let's come to a seat in the center of the mat. We're going to go into our Baddha Konasana, butterfly legs. So bringing the soles of the feet together, send the knees out side to side and allow them to be heavy here. If you find it tricky to sit upright, then you might want to extend the gap between your hips and your body. This will allow you to roll forwards on the sits bones so that you can sit in a more upright position. So you might want to take a minute to just find what feels comfortable. Maybe you want to sit up on a pillow or a blanket if you have one. Grabbing the ankles. Take a moment to sit up nice and tall in the spine. Close your eyes if you like. Relax the shoulders down. Relax the skin in between your eyebrows. Slowly, when you're ready, leaning the torso forward. Keep a nice lift in the chest. And we open the elbows out side to side. Coming into a fold here. Again, keeping a nice lift in the chest just for now. So careful you're not collapsing in the upper back. Keep a nice lift. Draw the shoulder blades together and take the gaze downwards. Inhale here. And exhale to finally rounding through. Tuck the chin. Forehead comes down. And stay here for 5 breaths. Very slowly roll vertebra through vertebra, intentionally slow as we roll back up to a seat. Last thing to come up is the crown of the head. Let's find an easy seat here. If you'd like, you can sit up on a pillow or a blanket if you have one. I'm going to sit up on a pillow today. For our closing pose, our closing posture will be our easy seat. You can cross at the ankles or rest one foot on top of the other. Sitting up nice and tall in the spine, relax the shoulders, rest your hands on your knees, close the eyes or soften the gaze. And let's just find a moment of stillness, a moment of peace, of quiet. We allow the benefits of our practice to sink in. Maybe find a moment of gratitude for your body that's going to carry you out through the rest of your day. Maybe you want to revisit your intention you set at the beginning of practice. Or maybe you just want to focus on the sound of your breath. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Very slowly start to come back. Maybe wiggle the fingers, slowly open the eyes if they were closed. Inhale one last time, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Take the gaze up to the hands. Exhale to float the fingertips back down. And that's it, that's the end of the flow. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked the class, please don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a little comment, let me know what you thought of the practice today, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you for next class, and as always, have a wonderful day.